Hi everyone, I'm back. A couple of things I want to show and share with you. I'm going to show you how to make one of these. You can use anything to put in the middle, and they're just made from wire, so I'm going to share that with you shortly. I've got some of these and I buy them like that in bulk, but I've had these a long time because they're really easy to add to your projects. And I'm going to do another flower and just cut them into two. You know, you can get 3 lots of 2 out. So I'm going to do that. Now we're going to make, this is Ombre ribbon. And I'm going to make, oh, let's have a look. We could do each one of those as a petal. I'm just going to take that one out. I'm going to do individual petals, and we need maybe 5. If I need 6, I'll do another one. Well, we need 2 layers, so let's do 3 and 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, something fallen down. So that's that. I'm just going to pop that in there. And you can get it in different colours. I generally use with purple or pink and green, of course. You can get it on a reel. We do sell it in the shop, but I'm not sure if we have any left. So just put those to one side. Now what I've got to do is take out, I've got the glue gun on. I'm going to take out the little bits of wire. So I'm just going to put this in the bin. These are too short to keep. No need for any of them. Otherwise I would. Right. I'm going to take my needle and thread. Again, I'm just using that strong thread. I'm going to start at the bottom. And then just stitch along the edge. Doing a stocking stitch, straight stitch, whatever you want to call it. Like that. And you end up with a nice petal like that. And I'm just going to continue adding each one. And then we just hold it all together like that and pull. And then I can just stitch that together. That should be enough for that. If not, we'll have to do it again. All you've got to do then is to make sure you've got it all the same way. So let's start from there. Turn it the right way. I like them to overlap if I can do that, like that, with this type of flower. And I love using the ombre for this. See, you get a nice flower like that. So we are going to do 2 more. to make another 3 up. So I just need to cut these. Right, so again, we've got 3 like that, and all I'm going to do is just to pull that a little bit tight and then just stitch this together here. Instead of doing it underneath, I've done it on top this time, but it's going to be hidden so it doesn't matter. I just want to keep these as flat as possible. See, like that? Bonny, aren't they? They reminds me of that pansy. You'd have 2 there of a different colour. That would make your pansy flower. But anyway, let's go. Oh no, yes, sorry, miles away. What I'm going to do is just glue this together. But let me get my mat. Just glue that together like that, and that just gives it a nice full flower. And then I just want some stamen to go there. I'll just use that many, that'll do. Okay, tap them down so they're all more or less the same. And then all I do with these, you've seen me do this loads of times. Just grab them all at once, and we bend them like that, and I just add glue in the middle there, brush on the glue like that, leave that to dry a minute because I don't want to burn myself, do I? And then we just do that and we rub it, roll it like that. And then again, I'm just going to pop that into the centre of that flower. Oh, isn't that pretty? And because I put the glue on the outer, you know, on the rim of the centre, when I spread that out, they stick to the sides. See? And that just spreads that out nicely. And then that can be chopped off, but not yet. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of these leaves. It doesn't matter if they're the right leaves or not. They're the ones I've chosen. Like that. And then I'm going to put a couple of leaves here. Just there. And then I'm just going to add a leaf or 2 here. Just there. Oops. They don't need to be too much. I'll just move that slightly. Actually, I'm going to move it there. And then turn that upside down. We just need a little bit of felt. And I've got this one here. It's green, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to cut a circle on a fairly big one. And that's going to help attach all of that. Like that. Pretty, isn't it? Flick these up again. like that. Yeah, quite liking that. There, isn't that pretty? So that's that flower. That's another one done. Now, in regards to this, so I've used like a copper wire. Well, it's not quite copper, I think. I think it was like a brownish wire, but I can't find that wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use silver wire. Doesn't matter. As long as it's firmish but flexible. Right, let me just push that back through there because that's how it's supposed to be. That's it. We're just going to use some pliers and some cutters. See if we've got enough. You're going to make a circle. Now you need to make a circle around something that's fairly firm. So I'm just going to use this. Do it in the middle. Like that. And then what you do is you take both pieces. And put it as near together as you can. See, like that. And then you twist. And you're going to twist that. Take it off. Yes, it's as simple as that. You can reshape this and everything. So then you need to bring it around something. So let me just find a round pencil of something. I'm going to use that. So that's smaller. I'm going to bend that one out of the way. But I'm going to bring that one around. Right. And then you'll need to bring it underneath. See? So here's the piece you're bringing round. And then wrap that back round that central piece. So you've got that loop. Now I've done mine a little bit bigger, but just so you can see it. So I'm just going to continue to wrap that around. Let me get my other pliers. Just need to grip that properly all the way around. And then what I'm going to do with this section is to wrap. And I'm just going to wrap it back down. I'm going to undo it once more. Let me just undo that and straighten that out. I'll tell you why. Because I want to put a little curl on the end. Right, let me bring that back. Straighten that out. Straighten it out a bit more. Okay. See, so we've got that, and then I'm just going to make that little loop there. Now what I did with mine, I brought it round and then did that loop, but you can do it this way, it doesn't matter. So I now need something even smaller. So I'm going to use a paintbrush, and I just need to get this going. I'm not sure if I can hold that actually. I'm going to do it with these, do it with my pliers. And keep doing that. See, like that. And then you can leave that where you want it. I just need to fold that down. Fold that point in. You don't want to scratch yourself with it. That's fine. So you've got that, and now you make that into a pendant. And you can do it neater than that if you want. I'm just showing you how to do it. So let's have a look. Now you need this bit as flat as possible on the deck. And because you've crossed that over, that's not quite as flat as you think. So you need to bend that in. and then just for now, bend it that way. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that down, flatten this out best I can. So I could just add, you know, like add a flower. Let me just get this a little bit rounder. Like that. You could just do something like that. Just have that if you want. I kind of like that. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to attempt to do, is to add a little bit of, just for now, a little bit of glue. Go and get it before it dries. And put that on there like that. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is to clamp that down. Make sure that's well stuck. Like that. Not bothered about the outside, that can all be trimmed off. But I like that picture, and I can put some bling here. So what I'm going to do next is, I've got my, I did have somewhere, where is it? Diamond glaze. Let me just see if that's not filled that in. Right, what I'm going to do is just to fill it in here. And take that out in the middle here. It's just to stop it from leaking. That's all. Take my diamond glaze. I'm going to choose some bits and pieces that I want to add. Let's just see what we've got here. Now on this one, where's it gone? This one I did put some little roses and some bling. So let's do that. So somewhere I have some tiny roses. Here we go. Be nice to put a little rose in. I don't want anything too big. Let's have a look. See, we can do that. Oh, do you know what? I like this pink. I think that pink's better. So I'm going to put that one in. And then I can add a little bit of bling. So I'm going to go in my bling centre box. And let's just see what we have. Piece of bling somewhere. Right, hang on. Actually, I got that. See, it's got a diamante in it, and that will look nice. Let's see. You can do what you like with them. I just don't want to. That's too big. No, I want that flower. But hang on, because I'm sure I've got some smaller ones somewhere. Oh, and I've got some diamante chain I can cut. And a pearl, we can do that. Wait a minute. Got a little bit of diamante. That's too big. There we are. I've got one of these to go on. So, I'm going to take the bottom of that off. That's a little bit too big. I'm going to keep that as is, I think. Snip this. Like that. I'm going to pop the flower just here. Open that out like that. I'm going to snip off. This was an earring, so I'm not wasting it. I'm going to snip that off. Little bit of bling. Oh, just put a little bit of bling there. Like that. So we've got this. I'm going to do a teardrop just in there, I think. Yeah, I like that. Jut that up against the wire. That's that. And then I'm going to cut one of these. Little diamantes. And I'm just going to put it in there. Just to bring that little diamante bit down there. And one here. Take out the little pin. Carefully make sure you get rid of those because they can stick in you if you lose them. And I'm keeping this flower here, but all the while see, it's a beautiful little pendant. I'm just clearing out the middle. And then you take your glue. That's if mine will work. I've not used this for ages. Oops. Might do. Give it a shake. And you put in your diamond glaze. Or if you've got, oh, what's the other one? Glossy accents. You know, if you've got glossy accents, you can do the same thing. Oh, I have such a problem with these nozzles. Ugh. So I just need to get enough in to put a glaze on. Okay, and then what I do with that is I take a little brush and we fill all that gap in. That will settle out on itself. Jut it up against the things you've already glued in. And let that dry.